5 years ago, I started an online bookstore called Jumpbooks.lk. It took me close to a month to land my first order. Since then, we have come a long way. Today, it's the #1 rated online bookstore in Sri Lanka and we have served more than 15,000 customers. If you are thinking of starting an e-commerce business or already running one, this video is for you. I will share the 13 mistakes I have made since launching my business so you don't have to. Let's get started. Mistake number 1, not running paid ads. For a long time, I believed that organic traffic was better than paid traffic. In a way, it's true. Someone deliberately searching for your product is better than someone who just happened to see an ad. But I thought that paid ads were evil and I shouldn't trick people into buying. It took me years to realize that paid ads are a more efficient way to let people know your brand exists. Otherwise, how would anyone know? I shifted my mindset from tricking to helping customers find us. Look at the biggest companies in the world. How does everyone know about them? Paid advertising. The moment we started paid ads, the business took off. Mistake number 2, doing everything on my own. When I started out, it was a one-person operation. I didn't have any money to hire someone else. So I had to do everything on my own and that was great. That's how I learned everything about my business. There's nothing wrong with doing everything on your own. In fact, if you are starting out on your own, I recommend you do everything. You learn the ins and outs of your business like no other. But know when it's time to hire your first employee. I remember wasting hours learning QuickBooks because I wanted to do my own accounts. Instead, I should have hired a freelance accountant. Mistake number 3, not hiring early. You must start hiring once you realize your business is stuck and the bottleneck is you. If you are doing everything on your own, your business won't scale because there's only so much one person can do. The moment you wish you had more than 24 hours a day is when you should hire your first employee. Most first-time founders are afraid of hiring. You barely make any money for yourself. How can you pay for someone else? That's what was going on in my head as well. But keep in mind that you don't have to hire full-time employees. You can hire contractors or freelancers. And if you are bootstrapping your business, you might have to take a pay cut in the short term to hire someone else. At least that's how I did it. Mistake number 4, not investing enough money early. For a long time, I let the business run at half capacity. If I invested more money, I could have grown it much faster. But coming from a middle-class family, I was afraid of taking more risks or borrowing money. Because for all your life, you naturally become risk-averse if there hasn't been enough money. You want to protect whatever you earn instead of investing it. That is why founders with rich parents naturally tend to do better. Money has never been a worry for them and they are not afraid of spending more to earn even more. It took me a long time to make that mental shift. Mistake number 5, not creating systems. Everything about my business was in my head. I didn't document the processes from the beginning. Sometimes I had to relearn tasks that I figured out earlier but forgot over time. Even if you're the only person in your business, start creating systems. Every time you figure something out, make a process document. It sucks to create process documents for every simple task, but they'll come in handy when you want to hire your first employee. Today, we have over 50 process documents describing how each function works in the business. Mistake number 6, worrying about small things. I remember mulling over the tiniest things. For example, if an image didn't look good on the website, I would improve it for days. But over time, I realized that most small things don't make a difference to a customer. As a founder, your job is to allocate the limited resources to tasks that will take you closer to your goal. Instead of focusing on marginal increments, focus on big wins. Mistake number 7, not keeping accounts. For at least a year, there were no company accounts. I didn't hire an accountant and thought I was doing great. Only later did I realize that I was not making a profit. Don't confuse the amount of money in your bank account with your profit. At the end of the day, a business needs to make a profit. If not, you are bleeding money from your own pocket. A lot of first-time founders don't have a good grasp of accounting. They don't allocate a salary to themselves. They think the money they earn from the business is their income. They don't see the hidden costs and assume the company is doing well. You won't know it until you do your accounting. Mistake number 8. Fixing things that didn't need fixing. At any given time, there will be so many things in a business that needs fixing. But it doesn't mean that you have to fix everything. And if you try to fix everything, you will eventually fail because a business is dealing with limited resources. A founder's job is to allocate these limited resources and generate results. You need to fix things that move the needle towards your business goals. Mistake number 9. Not taking enough risks. Leaving my full-time job to start my business was a significant risk and it paid off. But over the years, I became conservative. I didn't take enough risks even when I knew I was on the right path. I made decisions out of fear instead of boldly marching forward with conviction. Looking back, I wish I would have taken even more bets with my business. Mistake number 10. Being hesitant to pivot. When I started Jumpbooks.lk, my goal was to bring down the best-selling non-fiction books in the world. So at the beginning, we only sold non-fiction books. While this helped us to become a category leader, it also shunned half of our potential customers, those who read fiction. I didn't realize until later that including fiction didn't undermine my mission to sell non-fiction. Now we are selling both fiction and non-fiction and we are reaching a larger market. Mistake number 11. Didn't delegate enough. Even when I had a team, I didn't delegate enough. I kept many things to myself thinking others couldn't do it. In matters of pricing, merchandising or updating the website, I kept everything to myself. I didn't trust my team. Eventually, the decisions were made faster when I finally involved the team. Most of the tasks that I thought only I could do were improved and done even better by the team. The business took off when I gave autonomy and empowered the team to make their own decisions. Mistake number 12. Had too many goals. I was following too many goals in the beginning. I was all over the place from sales to website traffic to Instagram followers. It took a couple of years to hone in on the most important goal. Initially, you don't know which goals to pay attention to and you'll start looking at many metrics. But as the founder, you need to focus on one goal and align everything else towards that goal. Mistake number 13. Underspending. I remember using 2 free MailChimp accounts when I surpassed the 2000 free subscriber limit. This is a common trap first-time founders fall into. Instead of investing in tools and technology to help you scale your business, you try to save money. I know founders who never invest in paid tools. Instead, they use free tools and limit their business. They are saving pennies but losing dollars. Instead of trying to save, figure out ways to earn more. That should be your goal. That's it. Those are the 13 mistakes I made during my e-commerce journey. I hope you learned from the mistakes I made. Even though I call them mistakes, they are lessons in disguise. So don't be afraid to make mistakes in your journey. I can guarantee you'll make plenty of them. That's how you learn and grow. Right, now if you are curious about launching a small e-commerce business, something that you can get started from your home, check out this video where I take you through 9 steps that it takes to build a small e-commerce business. Right, that's it for this video. If you want to learn how to start and scale a small business, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you at the next one. Keep crushing it.